today's video is going to be on advice for the school year and getting good grades. So yeah, let's just go right into it. Okay, my first tip is probably the most important tip I have. Okay, here it goes. Put school first. You hear me? If you're watching this video, put school first. I'm not kidding. Take me seriously. Yeah, put school first, because if you don't put school first and you just put school off and like make time for all your friends and everything, then you're basically like, well, school is your future. If you don't do well in school, then chances are you won't have a very good like career. That's not true for all people, but most likely if you do good in school, you do good in the future. So yeah, just put school first. And I'm a total sucker for like not doing this. Like, I will make a YouTube video before doing my homework, and I know that's really bad, sorry, but yeah, just I have a new goal for myself this year. Like, don't do my homework before I do anything else. Yeah, I think that's a good goal to have for yourself, because if you do your homework first, then you can have all this time to relax and you won't have like a big grudge in like your gut saying, oh, do your homework and blah blah blah. So yeah, put school first. The next tip I have is about procrastination. And oh my god, you might procrastinate. I'm a terrible procrastinator. Example is last year. Oh, sorry, my cat's in the background. She was just behind me. Her head was like jerking back and forth. She's like watching herself. But yeah, say hello to my kitty. This is Baby. And she just wanted to come in here, so I thought it would be fun if she was in the video. But anyways, back to procrastination. An example is last year, in language arts class, we had a poem assignment due. We had to write about 20 poems, and I only wrote like 8 or something. And the night before, I had to write, like, these are hard poems to write. We had to write like sonnets and ballads, and if you know about poems, then you probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they were really hard poems to write, and they were really long too. So the night before, I stayed up so late finishing all the rest of the 12 poems, and oh my god, it was awful. So yeah, don't procrastinate. And a little tip for you, if you do procrastinate, you can like set alarms on your phone to like, for when you start your homework, like make an alarm saying, oh, start your homework, and then make an alarm like 15 minutes later or something saying, are you still doing your homework? And then just keep doing that until you think you're going to be done your homework. And yeah, that helped me a lot. And so yeah, that's just a little tip for you on like helping to not procrastinate as much. So yeah, let's just move on. My next tip is to study. And I mean this, guys. I don't mean like just looking over your review sheet and then going to bed or something. I mean like actually studying, like making flashcards like back in the day. Just making flashcards or whatever works for you, like having your parents ask you questions and you answering them, like whatever works for you. Just study, because in the like the result of studying, you'll probably get an A. So yeah, and the more A's you have on your report card, the better it is. Just saying, the better it is. But yeah, so study really hard. If you have extra time in class or something, study if you have like a test or something, or do your homework. Like study or do your homework, and you will end up doing well. So yeah, study really hard. The next tip I have is don't be too cool for school. I know so many people that are like this, and it's like, seriously, you're not going to do well in school if you try to act cool all the time. And it's true. I mean, like, if you're acting like, oh, I'm too cool for this, I'm gonna take a nap while everybody does their work or something. Like, no. That is one of my biggest pet peeves when people do that. It's like, you're going to not do well. You're going to fail if you take a nap. Obviously, not everybody takes naps, but, sorry. It's like 12 o'clock at night, and I'm, like, going insane. So, sorry if I'm rambling, but anyways, yeah, don't be too cool for school. Just be too school for cool. Yeah, that's the new saying right there. The next tip I have is make a good impression on, like, the first few days of school for your teachers and your other students around you. If you make a good impression, like, to your students, then you'll make friends easier. So be, like, outgoing and be fun, be nice, be entertaining, I don't know. And for your teachers, be, like, hand in your homework on time and just be nice to the teachers, obviously. And yeah, just make a good impression and it will do good things for you. The next tip is for all you people who are going to be new into school, like being the new kid in school. You don't have to worry. I know a bunch of new kids are like always like, oh my god, I'm so nervous, but you seriously don't have to worry. I've been in a situation where there's always going to be a new kid in the school, and seriously, everybody's like so excited for that new kid to come. You don't have to worry. As long as you make a good impression, then, like, if you're mean on the first day of you being there, then obviously nobody's going to really like you. But if you be really nice and you just follow what the teachers say and everything, then I bet you everybody's going to love you. So, yeah. Just, if you're new in school, you don't have to worry. Just make a good impression and everything will be okay. Okay, the next tip I have is to get enough sleep. This is so important. I would never get enough sleep. Well, partly because my school started way too early, and yeah, so I would go to bed at like 9:30 to 10. I know most people go later or earlier or whatever, but I feel like I should have gone to bed earlier because the next day I'd always be like bags under my eyes and everything, because I would wake up for school at like 5. I know some people wake up earlier, but that's just what time I woke up. But yeah, just get enough sleep in school and you'll be like more awake, more refreshed, more eager to learn. Maybe not, maybe, who knows. But yeah, just get enough sleep and it will do good things for you. The next tip is eating breakfast. Along with getting enough sleep, eating breakfast is so important. So it is not only good for your like your brain and the rest of your system and everything, but it will wake you up. I swear by this. It will wake you up and you won't be starving when it comes to lunchtime. And also, if you're struggling with like a weight problem, this is not for everybody, but if you're like struggling with a weight problem and you don't eat breakfast, then it's probably because you don't eat breakfast. Because breakfast in the morning starts up your metabolism for the day, and it keeps you going for the whole day, and it keeps your metabolism going. So that's just a little tip for you guys. But also, breakfast is just so important. So just have breakfast. Just have breakfast. I don't know what else to say. The next tip I have is to use your time wisely. Oh my god, I can't stress this enough. Use your time. Don't sit on the couch and watch TV. Do your homework. You hear me? Do your homework. So, yeah, or when you have like extra time in class, just study or do your homework or anything else. Don't socialize, because in the end you're just going to be having more work to do at home or whatever, when at home you can be watching your favorite TV show. But yeah, I guess that's it. Just use your time wisely. And yeah. And my last tip is to just be nice and have fun in school. It's school, it should be fun for you, it should be a fun experience. Just make the best of it and have fun and be nice to people. Obviously, we don't want anybody to have hurt feelings. So yeah, I guess those were my tips for going to school. So I will see you in my next video. Bye! The next tip I have is don't pee to school. No. The next tip I have is make a good impression on... Okay. My mouth is so dry. Oh my god, it's so late. I should really go to bed. I made my bed especially for you guys. Like, I haven't made my bed in like weeks. That sounds so bad. But yeah, I just don't want to make my bed, but I made it for you and now... Oh, I'm sorry, are you okay? But I made it for you and now I'm gonna have to undo it again. But yeah. Guys, I think there's ghosts in my room. My shadows are everywhere. So that wouldn't be a ghost, that would be a shadow. See, look it. See there, you can see me pointing at the shadow. My cat is dead. Kitty, come back to life.